All right, we are starting an interesting series today. I picked up the original Disney Castle Artemis shuttle and a Friends set, I think Friends Heartlike airplane, all used 75 for 75 Canadian. Um, Advertised as mostly complete, missing minifigures. Although I did find the two sort of statue figures that are in this set, so it's just sort of the five like named characters that are missing. At that price, I'm not terribly going to be terribly upset if I need to buy some replacement parts because it's a really good price. The challenge is most of the pieces for all three sets are mixed together and sorted by piece type, which is not the easiest way to figure this out. Although, probably easier than just putting together or sorting through random unsorted pieces like I've had to do with those Star Wars sets. So, this is set 71040. And we're gonna see how this goes. I did sort out some of the pieces that I saw would be needed for the start. So we do need 3 of these things. And then let's see if we can find the pieces that connect them. There is a lot here to sort through, so it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure. Although once I find some of these bags that have sort of because they are all sorted right by like all of the same piece together in a bag or similar type pieces, so once we get going here, it should be easier, but the start I anticipate is going to be a little slow, but that's okay. It was an excellent price, and I have mentioned before, but I will mention again, we are big Disney fans here in the house, so this is a set that I am building to add to our collection, likely to display beside the other Disney Castle, the newer one that we have. That was actually the first sort of big Lego purchase I made when it came out. And I don't know if you can see, you can't quite see, there's a giant pile of Lego piece bags over here. And I am only just getting started in terms of sorting through all of the different pieces that are here. This is the small bag that I'm going through. And hopefully we find those connector pieces sooner rather than later. Okay, so we're not in here, so let's check the big bag. So we will need that piece. And some of these pieces as well. I'm looking for some black connector pieces to connect these together. And then they will also connect some rectangle Technic pieces, so I'm also looking for those. I'm sure they will of course be in the last place that I look. I guess I could do this on camera so that you can follow along as opposed to doing it off camera like I was. And we'll set this aside because those look like pieces we might not be able to access. We're going to not need these golden pieces for a while. Nope. This is what I was kind of worried about. The first video might be just mostly sorting through things to get started. But, nope. Nope, that's not them. But it is some fiddly bits, so we'll set those aside so that they are easily reachable. And the challenge is not only do I have to sort through these pieces, they are, I believe, pieces for 3 sets. There are a couple of bags that are like the Friends set had a couple of bags that were not even open. So there's that kind of situation. All right, so here's some of the technical rectangles that we need. So that's good. Found those. Actually, are the other pieces in here too? Oh, no, they're not. So we've made some progress. Nope, nothing in there. Nope. And the bag just went over. 1 second. All right, we are back. That took a lot longer than I had originally anticipated. I figured I should just pull out some of the pieces to get us started here. And my goodness, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. So I think in future videos we're actually going to have to pre-pull the pieces, and I'm probably going to have to figure out some other sort of sorting and organization method, just because otherwise I think we're going to be in for a world of hurt here in trying to put this together. I did start sorting them by color as I was trying to find these pieces, so that much has been done. But I've got the pieces for the first 5 steps together, and we'll sort of see what it looks like after those are together, and sort of make a decision from there as opposed about what we're going to do next. All right, here's the start of the base. And oh, I saw those pieces, but what did I do with them? All right, we'll be right back. Okay, that was a lot faster this time because I had sorted them by color and kind of knew where these pieces were. So that was only probably about a 2-minute pause, as opposed to the last one. It was about 20 minutes, I think, 15-20 minutes sorting through and organizing everything. But we are well on our way to finishing the first 10 steps. So this is obviously the base of the castle. That's too far down. Yes, that's correct. here. And then we need more of these pieces. These were the ones that took forever to find. But we found them. And that's the important part. Okay. Oh, I missed some pieces. That's okay. Can do that real quick. Four of these. They go here and here on either side. Here and here. Okay. I need to find some more pieces, but that is okay because I know where they are. I'll be right back. All right. I do still think I'm going to be pulling the pieces first before the next video. However, things are already working smoother than they were in that first real long pause that I had to do. Okay, let's move this back a little bit. We need two more of these pieces. So, like so, and we need 6 of these little studs. It's 4, wait, that's, oh, no, that is 1. Nope. 5, 6, as they go here. Here, 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 and then here and here. Okay, and now we need 2 longer blue studs that are going to go here and here. That's what it's looking like. Next we add 2 more of these long blue Technic pieces on either side. And then 2 more black studs, which I assume will connect to something else. All right, yes, we need the last square piece, which I had handy and now seem to have misplaced. I should have known that it would come back up sooner rather than later because we are building the base, but I am not a smart man, so I didn't keep track of it. But it is going to be close by. Certainly. We are going to pause briefly. Turns out this is the problem of it staring you right in the face and you can't see it, like I was having with the Star Wars sets, just times a million. So, not ideal. But did save a lot on this set, so I think all of the pain and heartache will be worth it. Did manage to find the pieces for the next set, or next step rather, while I was looking for that one missing piece that was holding us up. So there's that. Alright, we've added some stability down here. Let's see what we're doing next. Okay. Those, I'm pretty sure I know where they are. But it's not right here. These aren't long enough. Not here either, but let's keep those. All right, we'll be back. All right, those were way easier to find. So we like that. What's going on here? Why is this crooked? Did I do something incorrectly? It don't look like it. Maybe we just need to add these pieces in to level it out, perhaps. Feel like it shouldn't be bowed like this. Well, I'm sure once we get these pieces on, that problem will be solved, and I know where those are. Alright, even though I quote-unquote knew where they were, this took a lot longer to find than I was hoping it would. That I know where it is. Fortunately, we have to disassemble a bit because it goes on the bottom. That's okay. We will get there. There must be a second one of these. I think I saw one, because this is definitely a completely different setup than what we are doing in this part of the build. Like, none of these pieces are going to be re-added. Okay, like this perhaps. it was just a single. Almost done. One last piece. Okay. So this goes right here. Okay, I feel like I'm going to have to figure out what has gone wrong here, because something has gone wrong. Because it should not be angled like this. So far, everything there is correct. Ah, found the problem. Yes. Okay, it is right here. So we're going to have to take these off. There we go. Ish. Still a little angled in a way that I don't think it should be. Well, let's continue to inspect here. Okay, so this is right now. These are correct. This is correct. I think these are actually supposed to be over, perhaps. Maybe. Let's see. No, that seems to make the problem worse, I think. Right? This is making it worse? Yeah. That is making it worse. Huh. Oh, I think now it can. Is it here that the problem is? No, that's got one dot there and one dot there. That's correct. These are right now. Let me take this off, and I want to see something. Is it correct when it's not attached to that? Because if it is, then that's probably where the problem is, most likely. Yeah, so, okay. Something looks off here, I think. No? Nope. It is all correct, as near as I can tell. Yeah. Oof. And this is straight. Ah, that was not in. That might be part of the problem. Okay, let's see how this connects up again. this side. All right, there we go. Now it is looking proper. So let's reattach these pieces and move along. I think that was there. I should probably double check. Yes, yes it is. No, no it's not. Goes like so. And then we can add, well, first of all, we gotta do some building for this piece. Oof. Okay. Need to do some digging. BRB. Well, that was much easier to find. Unfortunately, I also found the other piece of this, and it was already unbuilt, so I didn't need to pull all those pieces off. That's okay. We will look forward to rebuilding that in the future anyway. Okay, so we're building like a little lip of sorts here, and I forgot one piece. Two pieces, so apologies. BRB. All right, we are starting to get a system here. So that goes there, this goes here, and then we are attaching this guy right like that. This needs to be over one as well. All right. Well, at least the base is starting to get assembled here. All right. So some of these pieces, all of these pieces I need to get, but I know where they are. For real this time. Woof, that took way longer than I was hoping. We are going to have to figure out a different system here to make this work. However, I did find all of the pieces for the next two steps. So that is good. All right, so that goes there. That goes here. And then we grab two of these. To connect like so on either side. And let's see what's next. Two more of these up here. Along with some of these. On either side. And the other big plate is going on. Before that does, we're going to add these little pieces on either side. And then this goes like so. All right. Now we turn it around and face it this way. And I think we're going to wrap it up because this has taken a while. We got our base down. We'll continue in the next one.